Hello everyone, it's your girl Utuli. I am with my gents here and I'm gonna let them introduce themselves.
Shout out. I'm Leko. Yeah.
This guy.
I'm Sunday.
I'm done.
Okay, so I'm gonna let my Sunday introduce our topic on what we're gonna be talking about today's episode.
Actually, as we did last night, we spoke to our audience and to find out what is the main topics that are currently hot right now.
Okay.
So the first question goes by can a relationship survive without money in today's society? 2025 basically. Yeah, basically. What is your guys' take on that?
Tough question.
But I think on my side, I feel like the question would have been different if you took it away from within this society. I think in this society specifically that we're in now, we've become so, how do you say this, entrenched in the idea of money.
Yeah,
That we no
facts.
longer want to see anything outside of money. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I'll get a girl once I get money.
Oh yes,
You get what I'm saying?
it's more of nowadays I feel like it's based on materialistic, more than
Yes.
feelings.
You get what I'm saying?
especially for us. We
Two
be like,
Ks, dog.
we be like, bro, we don't deserve love because we don't have
money.
finance to
Because
sustain the
as a girl, if I'm dating a guy needs to do a budget for me. A girl's allowance, you need to budget 200k.
Sky
okay.
pen, bro.
Imagine.
Bro, it's so crazy.
Imagine. It is so crazy how we don't focus on love anymore. It's about what do you have. You know, I can't date a guy if he doesn't have a car. Like,
But why? Why do you think that's the issue?
I'm not the type of girl.
Well, for me
but
personally, I feel like, sorry to disturb
no
you.
problem.
I feel like for me personally, it's the social media thing.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Because like there's people who have money, bro, and they take they take good care of their hands, wives. So now every like 2K, especially I'm speaking like specifically for like 2K.
Yeah.
So every like 2K, bro, it goes to social media, IG. They see this and this. Influencers, blah blah blah, and they think like every hand or every girl should deserve that, which is not true, bro.
And you want to know what the big problem is, bro? The influencers are telling them, if your man can't afford this,
Get it.
That's the
Yes.
thing.
push it to the
Yes.
curb.
Not everyone is an influencer.
That's what I'm
Like
saying,
us,
bro.
we're students, dog.
No cap, bro.
Like maybe your parents can give you 500 rands a month.
Yeah.
You see, that's for you, bro. And imagine having a hand now, and then she's waiting for like 200 rands from that 500.
Dog.
Imagine.
Bro,
feel like-
like it's so crazy,
I
dog.
feel like, but to go more into the deeper talks in terms of 50-50 in a relationship, I feel like currently, between us with our age and everything, I feel like 50-50 is understandable because right now we are still in school, bro. We're still studying, we're still trying to figure out your life, all of us, so as you as a woman or young woman, you cannot expect me to give you some sort of amount every month, knowing very well I'm
That's
still
why
trying to figure out my life.
I was talking to him earlier saying that I'm a woman who really believes in 50-50. What do I mean if I say 50-50? I believe that you can't do everything for me. I need to learn how to be independent as a woman. And I said that's why some women are so hard to not leave marriage because they've never done things alone. Whenever they think of leaving their partner or husband, how am I going to make it? Because they didn't teach themselves at the young age that to be independent, which is really important. The thing of I'm not saying being a housewife is wrong, but we should stop having that mentality, that I want to be a housewife. Housewives cry at the closet because while their husband does things and they can't leave them because they've relied their lives, everything on them. So 50-50 for me is a yes. I don't want to lie.
But I think now we're going off on a tangent. Yeah, right. We're diverting from the topic because we're talking about 50-50 within relationships, right? So are we talking now the girl brings 50-50, like 50-50 at a date type of motion, or like 50-50 within a household
That's a good question.
context? You get what I'm saying?
I feel like, bro,
Like a household context.
yeah, I
or
feel
something.
like 50-50 should be like every day.
Yeah,
bro.
yes.
Like,
You know
think
what?
about it, bro, because
Yeah, I get you. I get you. I get you.
I would say in my perspective with regards to that, as I was saying earlier, to quote on, we are still growing. But as a man and as how I've been taught, as how I've been groomed by my background and everything, I feel like as a man, you really need to be a provider.
Yes.
That is my
that's fair.
But
That's
then
a
now,
fact, bro.
You
Like,
providing should not mean you do everything now.
I understand that. I understand the case.
But like,
what you're
he's
saying,
you know, that's a fact.
But-
Because like in our culture, bro, that's part of our ethos, bro. That's like we need to take off our it's part of
So
our ethos.
it
bro.
becomes so much more interesting, right?
Yeah.
When and this is almost in parallel with our stage play, right? Because our stage play is obviously talking about customs. and
Yeah,
traditions.
yeah,
And this
yeah,
is
true.
talking about the world we live in today. How do you integrate the two?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because now we find ourselves, and I actually want you to quickly pull up a stat for me with regards to the inflation rate in SA, the economy, because I feel like that's a factor that we have to include. You feel me? Because people are like, nah, okay, a guy should go through with it, through and through. Don't get me wrong. My personal belief, yes. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, we can't ignore the fact that there are people nowadays who can't keep up with inflation rate. You know what I mean? So now it's like, raw, okay, as much as I want to provide for this girl wholly and fully, I also need to make sure I can keep some food on my table.
That's
get
what
what
I'm
I'm saying?
saying. That's what I was saying. That okay, I get the idea of like being a provider, but you also have a life for yourself.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, yes,
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 you also
yes,
have
yes.
your.
And like I
you know.
also have like family, maybe
Yes,
my mom.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
I have
yes,
maybe
yes.
kids,
And you need to
siblings,
and,
you know.
And in talking about kids having a kid, it is so hard in our generation. Like for me, it is so hard for a guy who has a child to find a girlfriend. Because if you come to me and tell me that you have a child, oh my gosh, who's gonna take care of me?
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
which is our generation. We have work to do on one another. You know, I feel like we are cooked. We are a generation that is cooked.
Yes, that's why school is important, guys. Go to school. You 2
Yeah,
days.
yeah,
You
yeah.
young baddies.
Yeah,
Go
school
to
is
school,
very,
bro.
very important.
Get a degree, get a job.
Focus on yourself.
Focus on yourself
Yes.
and find a husband who's gonna take care of you
And
while you're taking care of yourself.
Thank you. And
You know?
before you become someone else's wife, build your own life.
Yes.
Have your own life.
Like
have your own
apartment, buy your
foundation.
own apartment,
Yes.
your own car, take care of your moms before you go look for a nigga who's gonna take care of you, bro. Just go to school, have a degree, and just
Thank
live
you.
your life.
Amen to
And
that.
I think living in a generation where divorce rates also are the highest, it is good to come in with something so you know you're not leaving with nothing.
This
You get what I'm
this
saying?
goes by what is this marriage where when we marry
Marriage and
everything.
commutal.
Yes, I wouldn't
property,
never
whatever
do that.
that's
I would
what's
never
that?
Also, to talk about divorce and marriage, I have a question. Do you think do parents have an effect on their children's perception or view of what love is in a relationship?
I would say yes. Yes.
That's a good
Because
question.
I always like, let me just be off topic a little bit. I always say there's a lot of rape, you know, a lot of murder that is happening, which men kill and rape women. I always say that a rapist, a person is never born as a rapist, and a person is never born a murderer. There's something that happened in them while growing up that triggers them to do that. Same to that. If my father hits my mom, obviously I'm gonna hate men, you know.
Cause and effect.
Exactly. If my mom is a drug addict, sleep with men,
Chances are that's the path they're gonna go down.
Exactly. So whatever child grow up see triggers the child growth.
Because they think it's the right thing to do. So
Exactly.
their parents are doing it.
So now we're going off on a tangent again, but I like this tangent because, like we said, we live in a society now. So the general consensus of the group is that 50-50 is good right now. And I think the reason why we got to but now we need to dissect cause and effect, right? Because there's a reason why it's happening the way it is now. It's not just people when they woke up and decided, there's women movements that were like, okay, we want to be independent. You get what I'm saying? And then when men step off, now there are some women that are still like, yo, dad, you're supposed to pay for everything. But at the same time, they're claiming like, yo, I'm this completely independent woman, self-sufficient.
About that, actually, I feel like it's also boosted, as you guys spoke on the first minutes within the podcast. It's mainly boosted on what one see on the net, on the media. If right now I'm a child and I see, for example, Lego posting Ferraris, posting things, I would want to be like him, not knowing what kind of life he's actually living out of the media. I feel like same with relationships, with people who post, I'm not saying that it's wrong, with people who post pictures of being in a relationship, maybe a man buys a wife or girlfriend a car, and then we like, it's comparison. Comparison is the thing where
comparison is the thief of joy.
Exactly. Because once you compare something or someone with another person, that's where you start, Well, for example, if I'm dating you, I see Leo's girlfriend maybe buying him some, maybe let's say shoes, and you've never bought me anything. Really, us as men, we really don't expect anything from you guys. That's just how it is. We don't want anything from you. We just want your loyalty and whatever it is. But just have that bit of, you actually thought about me. So if she doesn't do that, I'll be like, what is it that I'm doing wrong? What is it that she's not doing right?
So I think we all kind of like agree on that social media is the main
driving force.
Yeah,